Giannis Antetokounmpo has finally been traded to the Miami Heat. The long Giannis and the Milwaukee Bucks saga is finally over. The Milwaukee Bucks are trading Giannis and Bobby Portis for Tyler Hero, Khalil Ware, Jaime Jaquez, 3 first-round picks, the number 13th pick in this upcoming tomorrow's draft, actually, and another first-round pick swap and a second-rounder. So a huge draft capital coming to Milwaukee. And they get some good players. Like Khalil Ware is a player that I think can really be a good player for them. He's young. He has some good upside. I think he could be a really good building piece to this rebuild that Milwaukee's going to go into. Then Tyler Hero, he could be a player that's a good player. He is. And he may have value elsewhere. I wonder what their plans are for him. Now, with the new tanking rules, the Bucks probably want to be semi-competitive, obviously, because that helps you get a better pick now with the new tanking rules. So they may look to keep Tyler Hero and build, a fun team around him that they could be kind of competitive, but obviously be bad enough to get a top pick. Now, for the side that everyone is wanting to hear from, the Miami Heat side and getting Giannis. Pairing Bam and Giannis together is so exciting. That front court is automatically going to be one of the best in basketball, and offensively and defensively. Like Bam and Giannis defensively is going to be extremely fun to watch. Like we're looking at a team that has potential to be one of the best defensive teams in the league, obviously depending on who they put around them. But I obviously think the Miami Heat, they needed another superstar. If they want to compete, they want to win right now. Giannis is a guy, and he's a guy that Pat Riley, he should strike for. Like, he is a huge superstar, and Eric Spoelstra, he deserves to coach a superstar player like Giannis. And pairing him next to Bam, and I'm really interested to see what else they do, because I think there could be some other moves that improve the team around it. That's what will be important. And we really don't know what those moves could be, what they will be, and if they're planning on doing extra moves. Now, I think so. I don't know what their free agent market is looking like. Obviously, Giannis is a huge contract coming back. So you probably think they don't have a ton of money to work with because Bam's also on a big contract. But they can figure some things out and sign some players that can come in and do some good stuff, dirty work stuff, play defense, shoot the basketball. Shooting on this team is going to be extremely important, and they need guys that can make shots and play defense. That will be the key for Miami Heat. But this is going to be one of those teams that's going to be extremely fun to watch. I think Giannis fits the Heat culture. I think this is really a perfect trade for Giannis, the location. Obviously, with Boston, he becomes a contender right away with the Celtics, and we know what he could have done there potentially, what they have around him with all that shooting. But I think this matches up well. Like, I think they could do some really good things with Giannis. I think Bam can. And I just want the East to have another team to really look forward to. And I think that's what the Miami Heat bring. But what would you guys rate this trade? For the Bucks perspective, I think this is a really good trade to start off a rebuild. I think they get picks back and they get a few good players back. A young player like Khalil Ware and Jaime Jaquez is a decent NBA player. I like it. I like it for them. I think this is, at the end of the day, with the saga that has been Giannis, that's been dragged down, all the drama. I think this is the best they could really get for him, besides maybe Jaylen Brown, which, we don't know if that's on the table, if that was on the table. If it was, I'd be interested to know why they didn't go that route. But all in all, for starting a rebuild, I think this is a good core to start with. For the Heat side, they get a superstar player in Miami and South Beach, big market. They pair him up with a defensive monster that is Bam Adebayo. We know what he can do defensively, and he's gotten better offensively. This will be a really fun duo to watch. Really interested to see how Pat Riley builds this team around those guys.